Hi, this is Trey Pastor. Welcome to my review of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. This is the second movie, I guess, in the franchise. Of course, returning stars are Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard. Also, you have in this movie Toby Jones, Ted Levine, Jeff Goldblum as his original character, Dr. Ian Malcolm, excuse me. He's in this as well. And basically, this story takes place 4 years after the theme park was closed. Jurassic World theme park was closed after the disaster that was that. And they returned to the island because basically the island has a volcano on it that's become active, and it's going to kill all the dinosaurs that's on the island. It's going to basically destroy the island, and so Bryce Dallas Howard, her character Claire, she's approached by another character, Ralph Spall, that's the actor, who plays Eli Mills. He works for a real rich guy who was actually partners with the original, I forgot the guy's character's name, Richard Attenborough's character who discovered Jurassic Park. He was partners with him until they split, and he's a real rich guy. He has money, and he has his representative Eli Mills explain to Claire that they want to save as many species. They have he explains to her he has a whole, they have a whole place where they can, the remaining dinosaurs that they can save will, they'll spend their life, live their life out, and they won't have to be destroyed. And of course she volunteers to do this, but there's also the Raptor Blue that Owen trained. Okay, they want to capture her too as well, and of course they recruit Owen to do that. And along the way they have these two other characters in there. Justice Smith plays Franklin Webb. He's like the tech guy, and then you have Danielle Fernanda. She plays Zia Rodriguez. She's the medical expert. Okay, and as you see in the trailers, they get in the island, and of course, so they have to save the dinosaurs at the same time and avoid the volcano, basically, killing them and the dinosaurs. And this movie was just okay. The villain in this movie, let me just put it this way: the villain in this movie might as well have been wearing a mustache, because as soon as you met him, you kind of already knew this character was the villain in this movie. James Cromwell, I'm sorry. That was the actor Benjamin who plays Benjamin Lockwood. He's the real rich guy that used to be partners with Richard Attenborough's character, and and he's the real rich guy, and he's the one that kind of funds this this expedition to save as many dinosaurs as they can and put them on another island where they can be protected. I just want to throw that in there, James Cromwell, because I remember him. Anyway, and like I said, the villain in this movie, you can pretty much figure out who the villain is in this movie from the beginning. I think they even kind of give it away in the trailer too. In one of the trailers, they kind of give it away. But this guy is so over the top a villain. I mean, it's just like I said, he might as well have been wearing a mustache. That's how over the top and by the numbers they make him. Okay, Chris Pratt is his usual charming self in this, and Bryce Dallas Howard, I thought she was okay in this. Justice Smith, who plays Franklin Webb, the engineer, okay, he plays the terrified guy he goes on this trip even though he's afraid of everything, and he screams like a girl, like you see in the trailer. So, and then you have Danielle Fernanda. She plays the Zia. I like her character, Zia Rodriguez. She's the medical expert, and she has a lot of spunk. I like her character. She's a tough. She plays a tough character, and I like the way she portrays her character. But again, this movie is kind of sort of paint by the numbers. You can kind of pretty much guess all the beats to this movie going in. Jeff Goldblum's character, Dr. Ian McDonald, he's just there, like you see in the beginning in the trailers, to basically testify in front of Congress about, that the cat's been out of the bag and all that stuff, just to give that speech and all that stuff. But and there's also, I'm sorry, there's another character in there that's kind of, I guess, key to the movie, but a very important part in the movie. Macy Lockwood, who plays the granddaughter of Benjamin Lockwood, who's played by Jane Cromwell, and she's like the granddaughter of him, and she loves dinosaurs and everything else, and she kind of figures into the plot without spoiling it. And Ted Levine is in this as well. I forgot to mention him. He plays Ken Wheatley. He's one of the guys that's in charge of the island of corralling the animals and stuff. And let's put it this way: Ted Levine, he plays a very memorable character. Okay, and I also forgot. Excuse me. Toby Jones is as well as Mr. Eversole, and I won't explain who his character is because then that kind of gives away who the villain is and all that other stuff. But uh, it's just, I mean, aside for the dinosaurs, which I always love the dinosaurs, this movie's kind of paint by the numbers, and that you know who the villain is going to be and stuff, and you know none of the main characters are going to die and stuff. But I mean, you just stick around basically to see the dinosaurs and see who gets killed and how they get killed and stuff. But I think at the end of the movie, I think they kind of are projecting. So, which I don't want to do that because then I'll spoil the movie. But let me just say, this movie, like I said, it's okay, but it's not like nothing you've ever seen before. I mean, it's pretty much paint by the numbers and stuff. Like I said, the villain is just, I mean, just he hits all the buttons for typical villain in these types of, especially these Jurassic Park movies. There's always a guy that's a villain that you can just tell he's a real a-hole, and just you know him from the jump that he's a villain. Okay, and they don't really surprise you with that. Okay, it's just and you know how these movies work. Like I said, people run around getting chased by dinosaurs and stuff, and avoid getting eaten and stuff, and that's basically what you see the movie for. You don't get to see if any. I mean, they try to make the big point about everything being, about society. Well, they're going to open up, man shouldn't mess with genetics and all that stuff, and by bringing the dinosaurs back, and should we let them die, and just because they were never meant, they had their chance to live, and we're bringing them back artificially. We should be playing God, the usual spiel. Okay, but like I said, I enjoyed it a lot. And again, I know Chris Pratt is always good for a laugh and stuff, and him and Bryce Dallas Howard, they have good, the good chemistry together, and I like the new character, the woman doctor especially. The guy Justice Smith, he was just about this much away from being annoying with his screaming like a girl and stuff. Even though that's how most people react when you're faced with dinosaurs that want to eat you. Okay, but he's okay. But like I said, I like the other actress who plays Daniela Piana, who plays Zia Rodriguez, the medical expert. I liked her character. Her character was fun. Okay, I liked her. She's spunky. Anyway, I'm gonna give this movie I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Okay, like I said, it could have been better, but but these things are kind of paint by the numbers. Let me just put it this way without spoiling it. Hopefully, if they do another movie, I think what they've done in this movie will be better in this. Will be better in the sequel if they make, which I'm assuming they're gonna make. Okay, that they kind of set it up so it works. It should hopefully make it a better movie. Okay, if they follow the logical conclusion. Okay, without spoiling it. Okay, I don't want to say too much to them, let's spoil it, but if they do, then the next movie should be a lot better than this one was. Okay, I think this one was not as good as Jurassic World. I think this one was just just okay, but Jurassic World was just a better movie. Okay, and then hopefully, like I said, the sequels going further should definitely be more interesting. Put it that way, without spoiling it. Anyway, again, a 7 out of 10. Let me know what you think of Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom. What do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below. I have links to my Facebook, my Twitter, and my Instagram in the description box, as well as my other channel, Paul's Views and Opinions. Please check that out as well. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.